Right, hello. Good morning. Yeah, just had a stream with Dan about Overmind, and it's so nice to. Oh, like I haven't involved myself with Overmind for quite some time. Like with the kids and stuff, I just had to do some hard decisions. Just dropping out of Twitter and working on open source. It was just too much. But now things are stabilizing and yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. State machines even. Anyways, yes, I'm pumped looking more into getting more involved again. Like being in an open source community is awesome. Just sharing things and being being part of building something that people use and enjoy. And actually, yeah, it's interesting. Like one of the stories in Cerebral is like maintainers actually like meet each other through the project, and then suddenly one of them like moves to a different country, kind of like, yeah. So there are like a few of them, of course, but sometimes there can even be like big life changing impact just with a simple open source tool. I'm not saying like like life changing in the sense that like it's a miracle or something. It just changes, like the way I see it. Like you have this life, and then like a grain of sand in that life, you have that open source tool, and it actually had an impact on that life. Like even every day, like coding and building stuff, and the way how that feels has something. The tool that you were part of building actually has an impact on that as well. It's like it's very, yeah. What I try to say, it's quite humbling from that sense. We kind of think about these open source tools as kind of just tools, and it doesn't actually impact you in that sense. But it actually, for me at least, I'm very emotional with doing programming. Like I get super upset if things aren't working, if there's stuff I don't understand, and I feel happy and productive when I use tools that I understand and can relate to. And then if you have a community on top of that, you suddenly have people you get to know that you typically that you wouldn't get to know. And yeah, anyways. So what are we going to do today? So the demo is tomorrow. I'm super pumped. So I made it more explicit that it's actually like extensions. Yeah, extension template. I need to change the name of this. And then what I'm doing in this, I'm going to start with this, and I'm going to say what we really want is for someone to go to a CodeSandbox extension template. And the way that extension should operate is that it's executed by Pitcher on the VM, so that we have permission control of what that extension can access. But it should have access to the environment itself, so that it can read files, it can operate Git, it can manipulate project files, and so on. But that's communicating with the environment. On the other side, we also want that extension to have a UI. And through that, And through that process, it also has access to executing commands on behalf of the user. So like opening files, creating channels, and other functionality on behalf of that user. And yes. And then we need to distribute this. So that when someone distributes an extension, it should be possible for someone to add that extension to their project, and it should basically just work. And how far are we from this? And we're actually very close, and blah blah blah. Yeah. So I'm going to, first we need to implement something, and then we're going to continue on something I worked on. So let's first look at Eves never approves PRs. We just talk about them and forgets to approve them. Anyway, so the PR I created last time is okay. We had a couple of possible concerns. What was it? It was copying the folder if it changed ownership. That's something we need to test. And then it was... Oh shit, now I forgot. Yeah, no, but I can just merge this and we need to test it. So I can implement the last part of this, which is, so let's just say this is done for now. Oh, this is also done. So what we have now is when Pitcher hibernates, perform a commit and copy the Git folder to persistent store. So let's, is this XTE10? Oh, nice, I can just click it. Oh, nice. So that means code sandbox. Yeah, so this is the tricky thing. It's like, I want to... We don't really have a good way. So I want to create this branch. I can say create true here. But like I have to use the URL. It would be nice to be able to like paste that somewhere. Oh well. Okay, cool. Oh, fudge. It's the wrong project. Yeah, we're going to do this on Pitcher. Oh, and I guess we need create true. Oh no. So it actually, okay. Let's see. So we have Pitcher. So this is with the host and everything, right? I'm just going to double check that we actually... Yeah. Cool, we have that. So what we need to do now is when Pitcher hibernates, whoa. Are you serious? Why did it say that? Oh, I know why it said that. Oh, yeah, we have to. Like, the thing is, we're making an actual copy of the environment, and when we merged, we didn't. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. So even one thing is doing a merge that requires you to like clean up and restart the dev process. But I actually think we should just restart the whole freaking VM. Because what you saw here was that the language server wasn't updated with the changes. So it thought that something was... oh, this is interesting. Basically, we should restart the language servers on... maybe we should write an issue on this. New issue, template, bug report, triage. Restart on merge in default branch. Default branches needs to re-execute some things. Default branches needs to re-execute. Describe the bug. If you branch a default branch that was updated, there can be weird behavior as the default branch just pulled some new code that makes that requires restart of things. Restart of dev servers, language servers, etc. When branching a default branch, you should not have weird behavior due to a pull of the latest code on the default branch. Merge something into main and make a branch. If the merge cause the dev server to crash, it will be crashed on the new branch as well. If the merge update to a cached document in language server, the typing will be wrong, or the diagnostics will be wrong on that file. On files will be wrong on files pointing to the changed file. We should really always restart on start and the when pulling new code into the default branch. I think this should be a high priority. Cool. Now that's out of my mind. Hibernate will hibernate. I'm not sure how this hibernation system provider. notification. Okay, so we are notify all system hibernate. But don't we do a lot of stuff before hibernation? Or is that here in the host? Yeah, on will hibernate. Yeah, so this sends... Yeah, exactly, yeah. Hibernation interval. So I guess, yeah, copying this folder is an agent responsibility. So I guess we need to know here if... how do we know what kind of project it is? How do we know about the references? Data type. How should we do this? We don't really know, but I guess we want to, yeah, we do send this on will hibernate. Yeah, so I think, of course, we should do that. Start sandbox. What we're going to do is... how do we know that everything is done before it actually hibernates? Like, send will hibernate, but we're not actually... yeah. This is kind of... I'm not sure for hibernation if this is the best approach. Like, it shouldn't be based on a sleep. It should really, like, ideally, it would like await send will hibernate. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if it would be possible to have an event emitter where you actually await firing the event, and then each subscriber needs to resolve that. That's an interesting... wow, I want to build that. That's a fun project. Like, it's an event emitter, but when you fire and you get the event, you also get resolve and reject. So you have to resolve the event, and then this fire will resolve or like throw an error if there are any rejected events. Maybe I should build that. Because then every event handler is kind of responsible for... but again, like, you could argue, what if it never resolves and then you're stuck? But you could have a timeout. I wonder if someone has built that. Promise event emitter. promise events. Synchronous. I think this is something else. Yeah. No, yeah. Okay, maybe we should... Oh, should I... Like, I have no idea how much time it takes to actually copy that folder. So if we're going to fix this, should probably fix it now. How much time do we have? I think I have a tendency to overdo this now, like until a couple of hours. At least we can try to implement it. Okay, we're going to implement something really, really cool. So it's going to be async event emitter. TX, yeah, it's just T. Isn't that, I can't remember how it looks. Oh yeah, new emitter. Let's call it async emitter. Yeah, let's just copy the emitter, because this is coming from common, I believe. Emitter, isn't it? Picture common. Where's the emitter coming from? Where's the index? Hello. Event? Oh, there it is. Oh, wait. Listen once. Yeah, no, this, yeah, maybe we could just export it here. Okay, we're going to just try to write it first. So the point of this thing, async emitter, is that we are so we are not getting, so it's not supposed to return void, it's supposed to return well, it can return void, that doesn't matter, but it's void or promise void. We support both. It shouldn't return anything, that's for sure. But it can be async. That's basically what we're expressing. And then we add those listeners. And when we fire, we actually return promise void. And instead of for each, and this is very simple, we're going to do promise all. We're just going to map it instead. Wait, is listeners, it's a set. God damn it. Isn't it just new array? Oh, array from. What's wrong? Oh yeah. This is annoying. Let's just await it. So what we're doing here is that we're saying that we allow these callbacks to return something async. And when we fire the event, we rather wait for all the subscribers to resolve their callbacks. And that's it. So we just want to make it an async emitter instead. And what that allows us to do, and what we can do here is like we can set a timeout. Timeout. This is really brilliant stuff, I think. So we're going to timeout on firing the event, and timeout milliseconds, and then timeout is set timeout milliseconds. So we can't do like async like this. We have to then, well, I guess return. Yeah, and now it makes sense to have this then, and it will clear timeout. God damn it! Is this the? Oh yeah, sorry, timeout. So yeah, basically what we want to do is return a new promise. Sorry. Resolve reject. It's the promise of void, and we'll shove that. Is resolved is false. Is resolved equals true, and we'll resolve it. And then if for some reason it's rejected, we're going to, yeah, we need to do the same. Clear timeout, reject. And then if the timeout, why do we need to check if it's resolved? Yeah, so if is resolved, return. If the timeout hits, we're just going to resolve it. Or we could easily argue that we should reject it. Timed out. I think we should reject it. Reject new error. Timeout firing event. This is really, really cool. I've never actually been in a situation where I would need this, but this is definitely a good place for it. Yeah, the thing is we should probably test this. Because what happens now is that I fire the event, I return promise, I set that it's not resolved, and then I set the timeout, and if the timeout hits, we should say is resolved equals true, and we'll reject it. And then we have the promise. Yeah, and again, if it's resolved. And then we have the promise itself, where it calls all the listeners and waits for them to resolve. And then if it's success and it's already resolved, we don't do anything. If it's not resolved already, we'll clear the timeout, set it to resolved. I don't think we actually need this here. We just clear the has timed out. That's a much better. So if it has timed out, we don't do anything, or we clear the timeout and resolve it. If it's an error and it has timed out, we don't do anything, or we clear the timeout and reject with an error. This is very straightforward. But let's go and build it and use it. Invoke all listener and wait for them to resolve unless timeout occurs. This is really interesting. Okay, so if we now go back to picture agent, where was it? Was it in the host? Will hibernate, yeah. So if we say async emitter here instead, sorry, common dist, common source. Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't there like an index? There it is. Async emitter. There we go. Again, build. There we go. Why is this? Why is that one failing? Is it because of this one? That's also interesting. Why does it require? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I don't think. Yeah, sorry. We have to change this. So we should rather, when we create it, the constructor should have the timeout milliseconds. Not here. Cool. That makes sense. Oh yeah, this is the problem. Cool, let's build it again. And now here we should be able to say new. Yeah, so this probably doesn't update. Oh yeah, and we don't need this. When we say new Yeah, that was probably the issue. New async emitter, and we say void here. There we go. On will hibernate event emitter. And then we say on will hibernate emitter. We are going to, is this an async? Yeah, try. Awaiting that. And then we're going to say console.error. Do we have any? Yeah. Could not hibernation listeners did not resolve. But we still should just continue with the. So now we don't need this. We should do this somewhere else. We should rather do this when we notify. So we're going to send will hibernate picture instantiator systems provider. So we're actually going to add the sleep here instead. Yeah, the short timeout to ensure hibernation notifications have been sent out. Because this is not, yeah, exactly. So back in our host now. Wait, this is something else. This isn't listening to, wait a minute. Send will hibernate. Shouldn't that be, wait a minute, I'm confused. Send will hibernate. Yeah, I think we should do a promise void here. Just to return and make it async. I think this is better. There we go. Okay, so we make hibernation an async process, and then in our host, where's our host? We are not going to do this here. We are just going to fire the hibernation thing. And so we're rather going to say, rather going to do that here. Yeah, down here. So this on will hibernate. We'll do this, but we're actually going to return it because it's async. Why does it say void here? Why doesn't it say... I think this is wrong. I think this needs to be in parentheses. No, it doesn't. Okay, but why was it? Why did it show up as void, not promise void? This on will hibernate. And it states that the listener... don't understand this. Oh. Yeah. So we have to say async event. We could say that it has to return. Yeah, you know what? We should do promise void here. We should say that it has to return a promise. And not this. Because I think it's like you don't have to, like in a promise, you don't have to like insert an actual promise. It can just be a value. But I think that will confuse the API surface. The listener function will be common event. And prevent and block. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just like emitter, but requires the listeners to return a promise. When listeners, when fire is called, the listeners when fire is called, it will be resolved or rejected based on calling the listeners. The constructor takes a timeout. Blah. Okay. Build. On will hibernate. Now it states promise void. So this is nice. This is async now. On will hibernate requires it to return a promise. So if I just did this now, it would say that it's wrong. So that's good. That's a better API. Cool. So what we can do now is we can use this same thing inside Start Sandbox. Uh, and I guess, yeah, this is interesting. Can start be called multiple times. We can make sure that doesn't happen. But the thing is, like, if start happens multiple times, we'll add that listener multiple times. But since we don't actually check here, has been initialized, I expect it to not be called multiple times. It would be very, very weird if it was called multiple times. So I think it's safe for us to actually, maybe we already do that. Maybe we have some listeners here. So when it hibernates, we're basically going to do this. Just the opposite. That's the whole thing. Nice. Let's write a test for the event thing. On will hibernate, will await copying. This is the implementation. Well, what we ensure now is that it's actually done doing that copy before we actually hibernate. We can add some console log to this. Yeah, we can be explicit, so let's just... I don't know what picture... PHC. What does PHC stand for? Host. Oh yeah, we called it picture host container at some point. Creating sandbox backup. Cool. No, we have to actually perform a commit. Yeah, sorry, I forgot that. There's more to this. It's not enough just having, I guess. Yeah, we need to perform a commit. Do we already have some tools for this? We have Git. Local branch, git clone. sync git, configure git, diff snapshot, parse diff. Okay, so we need a new one. I'm not feeling awesome. Our youngest has a cold. He's coughing. These baby germs, they mess up your energy. Export async function. What should we call this? Like, it should just take whatever you have and create a commit. So we should be explicit, like create sandbox hibernation commit, because that's what it's doing. So yeah, or we could actually, no, this is Git related. The copying, like this is what I don't like. This is this is so typical. Like, I have to just say this. Like, Evis, the founder of Code Sandbox, is one of the most amazing, like, coders I've met. Like, he has this incredible ability to just figure stuff out, build stuff quickly, proof of concepts, like, and also, like, when he puts it, like, but that's his primary engine. And when he puts his focus on, like, writing good code, he writes really good code. But it's also, yes, it's laziness to him. Well, not laziness, that's the wrong term. It's not lazy, it's separation of concern. Not necessarily in execution of code, but in concepts. So what I mean is, like, and Evis doesn't mind me bashing on him, but this file is called git, and it states apply diff, but then suddenly you remove something from the file system. Why does this happen inside apply diff? It has nothing to do with git or applying the diff. This shouldn't be here. This should be outside. So that's what I mean here as well. Like, we shouldn't copy the git folder here because the file is called git. If it was called, like, backup or something like that, then it would be different. But yeah. So we need, I guess we need the same stuff here. Git apply. We don't need file path. We need a workspace path though, and we need a user. So, okay, so user here is what? User workspace path is a string. Oops. Oh. So what we basically want to do, we just want to add everything. Create sandbox hibernation commit. Do I kind of need to run both of them? Is this how I would do it? I would kind of run it twice. Isn't there? Are we doing that? Git commit. What should we call this? Let's just hibernation commit. And it already has like a date and everything, so yeah. Promise void. So if this fails, we have a big issue. Like the point is, like, you don't really care about this. This all happens in the background. You're making changes. Git just tracks stuff, and then we just commit it. Yes, I think this is fine. I'm not sure if this should be like. Yeah, no, I think it's okay. Yeah. Now we just have to pass in the on will hibernate. Yeah, I think we don't need this anymore. We just have to await. Where are we using git utils? What the hell? Aren't we using any git utils here? This oh, is it like merged? Oh, so we have workspace utils, and this uses. Okay, we need to. Yeah, but that's perfectly fine. So I guess we can just create. user workspace path string promise void. Cool, and then promise.result. Okay, cool. I think that's what we need to do. And then on will hibernate. Await this dot utils. Where's the user in this? Where is the which user are we going to do here? Do we have anything else like clone repo? I guess needs the user. Where's the user coming from? Oh. On will hibernate. user this dot workspace path. Cool. I think this is it. We grab the user. We create the sandbox hibernation commit, and we copy that git over to the persisted path. Now, what I wonder is, does it override it? Overwrite true. Recursive. Yes. Of course. I think that's actually a problem with the other copy we're doing. What does that mean, recursive? FS copy. What's this FS thing? FS extra? Oh, default is true. Recursive. There is no recursive. Yeah, okay. I think this will just work. It overrides by default. Cool. Okay, and now we have this awesome hibernation thing. So let's see if we can write some tests for this. So I guess. Oh, sorry. Async emitter. Okay, let's start a process on this. Yarn test. Event.test. Yes, and watch it, please. OMG, OMG. Ugh. Async emitter. Waits callbacks. Waits listeners. I think maybe we. Yeah. I think we need to. As a weighted listener. And then we'll just do this async sleep for 10, and then we'll do as a weighted listener true, and when we make this an async test, we can say expect has a weighted listener to be true. To be true. And it is. Oh, my bad. That is still true. Um. Reject when listener rejects. So we're basically going to throw new error. What? So I think we can like to throw error. Yeah, that doesn't work because it's like how do we just expect promise to reject? Okay. Okay, let's why is this? Oh, interesting. Let's try again. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's just throw error then. Nice. And then times out. So if we say this is like 5, and this is 10. Oh, what's this? And then, yeah, to equal how do I check that? To because this is like the actual error. Just to be error with message. Expect to equal error with message. Okay, can I just say to equal? To throw error. Yeah, I can't do that. Whoop. Yeah, like how the fudge do I... Can I do like new error, timeout firing async event? Oh, okay, cool. Nice, and then we even have tests. Did it change all this stuff? I could split this up into 2 commits, but I won't. Implement async event emitter and sandbox commit on hibernation with persisted backup. Create PR. Okay, this is nice. Now we have async hibernation events, hibernation emitter, and sandbox commit and persisted backup. This is what I did. First of all, we currently used sleep when hibernation related logic would finish. Since we have this worked for now as it was only used for notifying about hibernation to clients. With creating a commit and copying to persistent, we should not guess. I implemented an async emitter, which works just like emitter, only you can await firing the event. Only you can and set a timeout. Written tests for this. Creating the commit with git add-on and the commit with the message of and git commit. The commit is done. We copy the git folder to persisted store. Yeah, I think this is it. I think we should continue. Yeah, we need to work on stream. We have to test. Okay, I need to go to the... No, what the fudge? Bundle? Oh, we broke it. Starter. Oh yeah, starter TS and test utils. Oh, sorry. Analytics flash. Cool. That's one thing, and then it was test utils. Where? Source tests. Here? Yeah. Oopsie. Yeah, because the tests break, the bundle breaks. So yeah, let's just. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to when we start exploring running tasks related to a commit, so that we can run the tests and everything as part of. Yeah. That's gonna be nice. Nice. So I think we have. Yeah, we have an hour. I'm going to work on that other thing. Then I have a couple of sessions, but yeah. Should try to do some testing in between here. But I need to go to the bathroom, so we'll. How did? Oh yeah. Oh, there we are. Be right back. Oh, that was a lock. There we go. Cool. See you shortly. You sleep to determine the hibernation rate. Logic in there. This work for now. Also is for now. Cool. I guess our next step is really, yeah, I want to play some more with the thing I was building. Yeah, so we have an hour. By the way, we need to change the name of this dev tool template. Four hours ago. I think this is where we're at actually. But yeah, let's play around with this and then I can rather change the name of the repo after we merged this. Is this the thing? No, that's something else. God damn it. 21 hours ago? No, that can't be it. What the hell happened here? And this is it, but yeah, there's something weird. Oh, I think, yeah, I think this is, oh, this is interesting. Anyways, this is it. Let's see. It's not all of it. Yeah, I think I didn't actually. Yeah, we have an issue on this stuff. It's recovering from hibernation. It's failing, and it's just the way we do the backup. But we changed that, but it's not deployed yet. But maybe we can just continue from here. So the thing is, I'm using SAMPACK here. This is really, really interesting. Oh yeah, it's like nothing's in here. Maybe we should change the repo name and we'll do it again. How should I demo this? So, yeah, I guess it should just be a branch. Yeah, let me just keep this in the background, and I'm going to go and rename the. I'm going to rename the repo. We're going to import it again, and it's called DevTool. And let's. Yeah, whatever. How do I rename it? Settings. So it should be extension template. Rename. And we're going to import this. Oops, GitHub extension template. And we're going to create a branch. And we're going to change this to extension template. To create extensions for CodeSample. And then we're going to change this. We're going to again rename this to, it's going to be called, this is the actual extension. Did I install the things? This is annoying. Oh. So it's called, ah, god damn it. So it's actually looking at this as the same. This is very annoying. God damn it. What happens if I... God damn it. Why couldn't I just call it extension to begin with? What happens if I restart the project? Yeah, now it's extension template. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. Yeah, let's close this one as well. Close and stop terminal. Yeah, let's branch again. Let's call it extension template. Let's create extensions. And now I think, yeah, cool. And we're going to rename this to extension. Yeah, it's correct here now. Great. Yeah, and this should be here. Yeah, by the way, the formatting is fixed. It's just not deployed yet. So we'll fix that later. And this should be UI. And then we have to change all the thingies. Close and stop preview. So now it's not environment, it's the extension, and it's UI. UI, extension, build UI and build extension. Oops, UI, UI, extension, and extension, an extension dev tool, extension template. Nice, bin, rename, extension. And it should run extension. There we go. Let's try running the task again. Build, oh yeah, I forgot to build a UI and build extension. Watch UI and watch extension. Let's try again. Okay, cool. We're back up and running. So let's just call it renaming stuff. I'll create a PR out of that. Just renaming. Create pull requests. Let's get that merged. Merge. And then we're going to visit main. Cool. Yeah, now it's called extensions. Everything's good here. And yeah, because it pulled, so it started the process again. It's interesting. Yeah, the restart thing is also fixed. One of my colleagues, Alex, took a whirl at that. It's a regression. It didn't work like that before, so that's good. Oh. Cool. So let's create a branch again, and let's just copy the stuff from here. So we're going to add Code Sandbox Sandpack client. Yarn add Code Sandbox Sandpack client. And we're going to add some UI to this. Whoa. Yeah, that's actually part of the issue. It interesting. It was just gone. But yeah, that's being fixed. Okay, so one thing that's wrong now. So the point with this thing is that it actually it actually runs oops. Well, we need to install some more stuff. Why didn't dev process? Oops. Example. Why it's still showing that stuff? I changed it. Yeah, there's no UI. Ah, did I do something wrong? Dev UI extension, yarn watch UI, watch extension, yarn build UI, build UI, this UI. Oh, huh? I'm very confused. Yeah, I forgot to change that. That should be UI. But why is it showing these buttons? I don't have any code for these buttons. This is really weird. Where the hell are this stuff coming from? Who? Okay. Let's drop this branch. Oh, god damn it. What did I do? Let's go back to main. Yeah, there's some more stuff I need to fix. Let's branch. But I'm very curious, why the hell didn't it show? Why? How can it show this when there is... Oh yeah, of course, because now it's like this. Oh, I thought... God damn it, sorry. I thought I had... Yeah, this is wrong. We need to check where the process is running from. So it's more like process... It's where the process started. No, oh, sorry, no, wait. I didn't mean this. What the hell? Yeah, so this should be process, where the process is started from. That's where you want to read the package. I guess this doesn't really matter for the... Yeah, because... Oh. Yeah, this is what I don't understand. Where the hell are those buttons? Oh, sorry. I have this. Wait a minute. Oh, of course, of course. I know what I did wrong. This is very interesting. Like, this is what I mean. I have this main branch, and we're just copying the whole environment. And now in this environment, we actually have we have this dist folder, and this dist folder actually holds the old JavaScript files of the UI. So I got super confused by this. So this is what I mean. Like, it should, whenever we pull something, we should really clean it up. And then we should restart this process. Now it probably fails because it can't find those files, which is true, which is what we're actually fixing here now. Yeah, it's super annoying. So we're grabbing the UI. That's the thing we want to. And we actually want to grab the UI. So we grab that from the folder of this thing, which is perfectly fine. But here we actually want to yes. So if we restart this process now, yeah, so we change. Okay, so I think this is good now. So let's create PR. I did a boo-boo on that one. Okay, so we're going to have fun very soon. But I'm glad I'm spending some time with this now, because we really need to be prepped for demo. Cool. So is this thing properly referencing? It is. So what we should do now, we should restart this process, and now it should be working. And we are in a good state. Nice. Something we can branch off of. So let's branch it. And let's install. Oh, then I close it. Doesn't matter. Yarn add code sandbox. What's it called? Code sandbox sampack client. Let's add that, and let's copy the stuff over again. So this will be UI, and UI. And then actual UI looks like this. Yeah, I did lose some work here again because I didn't commit it, but I don't care. Let's see. Now, what we need, Express WebSocket. We need to create a WebSocket connection instead. Is this popular? Wow, that's super popular. This is bad for typing. This is really bad for typing. Express WebSockets. Okay. This is what I don't like about... So the problem here is that these things aren't there. Because you're not like creating a new... Like it's not possible that they are there. Maybe they have some internal... Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. I'm very curious about how the typing is solved. Probably ExpressVS. Probably no typing for it. Hopefully they have... Is like this stuff really old? I guess they're overriding the types of Express or something. Can I get some language server? Help here. Come on. Come on, give me the types. God damn it. This doesn't work very well, does it? But it's kind of funny because it suddenly works, right? Isn't that what we did? Okay, since we have this issue with keeping uncommitted work, I'm just going to commit and then we're going to restart because I just can't handle not having typing. Yeah, it's interesting, like installing new packages and like restarting the language server and all that stuff. So what was it like? Express, was that used for anything? Doesn't look like it. And does the app now have WS? No, it doesn't. That's what I thought. God damn it. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? What the hell? Sorry, maybe it does work. Wait. Do you have to... Oh, you actually create the app. Sorry. And then... Yeah, maybe that's how they solved it. Express... What the hell is happening here? This feels awkward. What the hell happened there? What's happening here? Oh, did I do? Oh, maybe I'd scrolled a little bit and I was. But if I go to app vs. Okay, cool. So if we do this and we destructure the app, then we're good. Then we're golden. God damn it. So what we need to do here, we need to... Ah, fuck, did I lose that whole thing? Function, async function. Well, I don't think it needs to be async, but get project files. So we need the root directory, we need current directory, and we need all the files, which is a record of string and actually code like this. Oh, there is a string. Let's see. And what we're going to do here, we are going to, yeah, we're going to use the promises fs. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should change that in the template as well. Async. So we are going to what are we going to do? We're going to read the directory. Yeah. Fs read there. Yeah, let's bring in path here as well. Import path. So we're going to import and current directory. I think no, we're just going to use current. So current directory, the initial value of current dir would be root dir. So I think we're going to change this around. So we're going to say these are my files. This is the root directory, and the current directory is equal to root directory unless it's defined. So we are going to read the current directory, and then when we have these entries, maybe we can make it async. No, I think, yeah, okay. Const entries equals await entries, and then we're going to promise all, and we're going to map over those entries. Now we have to look at what the hell is this entry. So we need to I guess this can be an async function. So stat will be await fs stat path join current dir with the entry. So we could even say const new path root. Let's call this path and not current path. So new path would be current path and entry. So we're going to check the stat. So if the stat is file, we're going to return, well, we're actually going to read the contents. Content equals fs read file, new path, await. Well, let's do this. And then we're going to say files. The thing is that this files record is just all the paths. So we can just say new path, code is content to string. Like that. And then we can return. We're okay. Oh, or we can say else if stat is directory. We are going to basically just return get project files for the new path, passing in the files. Yeah, so this would be root path and new path. Sorry. Cool. So this is our logic for going and grabbing all the files. And we should actually do this immediately. So initial files promise would be get project files. Let's have the files. Code string, empty object. And how would we deal with, so if it's development, yeah, that's something we have to deal with. So when we run this, I think that also should be added. So this should be node n equals development. And then we'll say root path is equal to process node n equals development. In that case, it's going to be path, I guess, join process where the process starts, and then we're going to create a demo folder. If this is not the case, we are going to use where the process started. That's going to be, it's basically the root of the project. So files, root path. And then we have that initial promise. So what we need now is a new directory called demo. And this demo is going to contain, let's see, code sandbox IO. It's just going to contain what we see here. So it has a package.json file. Oh yeah, we have formatting for JSON. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember the bug. It makes sense that that works. So we have a source folder with the styles.css. We have index.js. We have app.js. Well, actually, app.js. And we have a public folder with the index file. There we go. So what we're going to do now, so it reads all these files and puts them in this files map. And what we need to do now, we need to create a WebSocket. And this, what was the VS rec, VS on message. So VS on open? What the hell is this? Isn't this the... How do I listen for people? Oh, I don't understand this. This is just a message. Testing. But I don't understand. How do I listen to people connecting? This is just a server. But what about when I have a new connection? I don't understand this. VS instance get VSS. On connection. Yeah, okay. Okay. So this is VSS on connection. We want to immediately send over. And you know what? We should really also stringify it so it's ready. I mean, we don't need to optimize this. We're probably going to. So we're just going to say initial file promise, then, and I guess I'm getting like the socket here. Send JSON stringify the files. We're just sending those over. I don't care about message. Yeah, because it's kind of weird just having a message. Anyways, so socket on message. Yeah, so this is interesting. It's like we don't really. No, we're actually not going to do this. We're actually going to. When the hell is this called? I don't think this is correct. What is this return? I don't understand this. Would this be? I don't understand this. Why? I'm on the fuck. I want to know connections made on this route. Yeah, okay, I see. I probably conceptually a bit misleading here because there's really. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm very misleading here. So we're going to do. We don't really care about this. We can do this. And whenever we get a connection, we send the initial files. And then we really don't care about this. I guess this just states that it should be. Maybe we don't even need this. Let's see what happens. Yeah, fuck. We shouldn't have Express VS. We should just have VS because it's a separate server. We just want like a connection. It's not related to paths or anything like that. I guess. This is so annoying. I guess we can just do this. Yeah, how should we do this? I think, yeah, I went down the wrong path here. God damn it. I should just using VS with Express. Like VS, new VS server, WebSocket. This is what I want. Oh, this is so annoying. Yeah, I feel like this is just complicating things. We don't need this. We don't need this. Yarn add VS. That's what I want. So let's rather VS. Doesn't VS have? God damn it. Yarn add types VS. And then we have app is Express. And then we have the server. And this is what we want to do on the connection. And then we want to do this. Cool. And of course we're having an issue with this. But let's see if we can get the initial files in there. So basically what we want to do here now is, let's see, close and stop terminal. Yeah, I wonder why we sometimes get duplicate. It's weird. So in the UI, we want to do this thing here. Oh yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, we should just. Well, I guess we don't really need. New WebSocket. I'm not sure if this works. I think there's like a quirk to this. I'm not sure. Let's try it. On open. Yay. Starting is not a constructor. Oh yeah, it's probably... There we go. Oh, it even updated. Nice. You're serious. You're not serious. New void. Void? For fuck's sake. Are you fuck, I hate this. Receiver, sender. Oh, I'm gonna change their... Now the typing is wrong. That's interesting. Oh, it does have that interface. What the hell? Declare class WebSocket. Declare namespace WebSocket. Are there some conflicting... Oh, I think I know. I don't think I was supposed to install this. Oh, sorry. I wasn't supposed to install this. Okay, whatever. Seriously? I don't have patience for this now. Fucking... What the hell? Why isn't it giving the right typing? Pisses me off. But it's still... I don't understand this. Console.log vs. It states WebSocket server. New vs WebSocket server. What the fuck is going on here? Undefined? Huh? And how? What is going on? So I'm getting sender WebSocket. Oh, for fuck's sake. Um, web. God damn it, web. So without typing, I'm just completely lost. Okay, did we get? Okay, so we have a connection now. Great. God damn it. So on message console.log message data. There we have it. Parse. Okay, so what we need to do is go and grab this code again. So we're going to create a Sampak client here, and whenever we get files, so we could state that we create the client when we have the initial files. Yeah, so we can do this. Let files is a record of string code string. Well, we don't have it. Or wait, sorry. Let client should be a Sampak client. This is what we want to do. So we say if no client, we're going to create that client. And let's see, const files would be JSON parse message data, and we just shove those files. Yeah, we don't need this. We just say files. Sorry for the formatting here. It's soon being deployed. So yeah, basically, if we have a client, we're going to do this thing. Client dot update preview with files. Yes, I think this is it. So if I refresh now, can I just refresh it? I wonder. Dependencies will not specify. Okay, let's look at the file. Oh, yeah. I forgot one thing. We need to substring with the root path dot length. There we go. Now we have something happening there. And what should happen here now is whenever there's a change, so we need to add yarn add shukidar. npm shukidar. So whenever there's a change, shukidar import shukidar from shukidar. So we're going to watch we really only care about change. Well, we care about, well, we do care about multiple ones. Let's just do all for now. So here we're going to go to the VS server without typing. I'm not sure. Can we get some typing here, please? Please, 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 please. Extension. What triggered it last time? Restart. Yeah, and now I can't for some reason suddenly I can't restart the language server. I'm very confused by this. Let's just do a work in progress here again so we don't lose anything. And let's just restart the project. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to get these two fixes out. One with the losing work, and the other the formatting. What the hell? Yeah, yeah, because it's completely broken. Like it's bringing back some old stuff. So if I just do git reset hard, we should have that state of the, yeah. Interesting. So if we just say VS server get clients, what is this? It's a set, okay? For each. Yeah, so we basically need to do the same initial files, promise. I think we have to keep that. Yeah, just to be certain. So then we go and grab the project files again. So this is where it could of course be way more granular. I'm not, but I'm not going to do that. Then stringify. This is interesting because this is actually so if you have multiple people working on Sandbox, well, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Wait, WebSocket server. What? Now it's suddenly not a constructor anymore? What the fuck is happening here? What? VS default. Okay. Okay, so did I have like something old? What the hell happened there? That was super, super weird. Okay, so whoa. Too many open files. Where is this coming from? Oh, sorry. We should, of course, do root path. Yeah, and the point is we shouldn't really watch node modules and stuff. So we can do ignore. Yeah, ignored. So Shokidar git ignore. Yeah, there's probably some good ignore modules. Is that like yeah, regex. Let's use a regex. There we go. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, now it ran. So if I were to go to the demo and write like code sandbox Christian. Ah, did you see that? That's amazing. Oh my god. Oh, it only worked once. Okay. But it worked. But I wonder why it didn't update. It seems to oh, it's not receiving. It's the watcher. That's interesting. Oh wait. We have the path. This is excellent. Okay, so we can actually optimize it quite a bit already. So if we say we just use the logic okay, so function async function update files. So we get the files record string code string and we give it the path and then we move. We need to know this thing. Yeah, wait, if event equals add. Okay, nice. So we can just check it. Okay, let's drop the. So if. Okay, so we'll switch on the event. Okay, this is fun. Oh, god damn it, I have a meeting. Okay, I have to stop, but I'm going to make this work and then I'll stream more tomorrow, like prepping for the demo, and then I can show you the whole thing I'm going to present. That's going to be fun, I think. Okay, bye for now.